My beloved brethren, I wish to express New Year greetings to you all. Another year means that we are 1 year closer to the second coming of Jesus. 2024 will mark a major strategic shift in the South Leeward Conference. Over the last 12 years, we have witnessed an alarming number of developments in our world. These include the COVID pandemic, the climate crisis, and wars in the Middle East and beyond, all with significant economic consequences. We can no longer sit back and do business as usual. To ignore the reality of what is happening is to fail to fulfill our Christian responsibility. Jesus is soon to come, and we must redouble our efforts to get the work done. But what exactly is the work? The commission of Jesus in Matthew 28 establishes our mission as that of making disciples. If God gives us a mission, we should do it well. That is why we have taken the greater part of the last few months planning and strategizing. We are committed to doing our best for the Master. So we've adopted as a motto, building a healthy church for effective ministry fulfillment. Our strategic plan identifies 4 strategic priorities: church health, community outreach, youth leadership development, and infrastructural capacity. In reality, strategic priorities 2, 3, and 4 are all outgrowths of strategic priority 1. You see, a healthy church organization will positively and meaningfully impact its community, invest in youth development, and build the infrastructure to make its mission more efficient. Now, while a strategic focus is not new to South Leeward Conference, I've come to realize that many of us fail to break from the old program-oriented way of functioning. In this regard, I'm making a special appeal to ask us to be intentional and persistent in ensuring that whatever we do it with the goal of meeting our strategic objectives as outlined by the strategic plan. I especially want to speak to the primary method of disciple making that we will employ here in SLC. This is going to call for the full cooperation of all our members. In the past, and to a great extent around the Adventist world, we have focused on baptisms resulting from our major public evangelistic campaigns. Baptisms, however, is not the same as discipleship. We will take most of the first quarter of 2024 to talk about discipleship and our preferred approach. We are choosing to stand on the biblical principle and the inspired counsel of the prophet of the remnant in focusing on holistic discipleship small groups. You heard me well, holistic discipleship small groups. This was the method that Jesus employed, and this is what Ellen White referred to when she stated in Evangelism, page 115, the formation of small companies as a basis of Christian effort is a plan that has been presented before me by one who cannot err. Here was the prophet saying that she was shown this method by one who cannot err. Since the Sabbath school is essentially the church and involves all church members, we will have Sabbath school spearhead this initiative. It must be understood, though, that the discipleship small group will become the unit from which all other ministries function. Again, I want to reiterate that all of the first quarter will be devoted to providing education and training. I'm speaking to you as one who has tried this approach with tremendous success. Years ago, when I served as district pastor for Antigua District Number 2, we organized the church into small companies as instructed by the servant of the Lord. And what a blessing that was. These groups had worship, fellowship, nurture, and outreach. Discipleship small groups will empower believers and provide for leadership development, spiritual nurture, fellowship, and service. Moreover, they will become centers for discipleship activity. And as disciples are made, the groups will grow and subdivide and grow and subdivide, all the while producing more disciples, but also developing leaders and increasing fellowship and service. It is a good plan. Let us do this together. Let us build a healthy church for effective ministry. 2024 is upon us. Again, I want to express New Year greetings, but to challenge us to work together for the fulfillment of God's mission. May God bless you all. I remain yours in faithful service, Carson.